Oh, it's snowing. It's snowing outside. Now that doesn't seem very interesting, but to someone that lives where we live in the southwest, it's once every 5 years or so we might get some snow, and it's snowing on, well, it's the 1st of December tomorrow, so we're actually seeing snow very, very early. If we're going to see snow at all, it's normally February, March sort of time. Valentine's Day's a couple of times, but yeah, no, never this early. So I'm hoping it's not settling here. It's very sort of, it's fine, but we do have sea air, so we don't tend to see a settling of snow as quick as every other place. So I'm heading to Dartmoor, where the ground should be frozen by now, because we've had some cold nights, and the snow will have a lot better chance of settling, and probably more heavily as well on high ground. So that's where we're headed. So it's a bit of hit and miss whether there's going to be any snow up there or not, but I'm going up there. I'm taking the risk. I can't miss this opportunity to see if I can get some images of that hawthorn tree in the snow. So let's head up there. Roll that epic B-roll. So we've arrived and we have got a nice covering of snow. It's nothing major. It's a little bit sparse in places, but it's still going to make a nice image. So let's get out to that hawthorn tree. It's picking, the wind's picking up, and it's just battering. So it's going to get a bit. I'm going to get a bit wet. So I'm going to put my waterproofs on quickly and get out there and take that picture, because yeah, we got a nice blanket of snow in the sky as well. So it should just separate that tree nicely from the background, which will be quite nice. So yeah, let's get out there and get that image. Right, so we've arrived, and it's not as snowy as I'd envisaged, but that's okay. I'm not really bothered. I didn't think it was going to be like horrendously snowy, but I was hoping for a little bit more on the rocks, but that's okay. This would look absolutely amazing in midwinter. Imagine this deep snow on the rocks and some snow on the edges of the branches. That would look pretty cool, but I'm still going to get a nice image out of this. I'm still going to get some nice different images that I'm used to getting, so because I've obviously got the ground covering, which is nice. It would have been nice if these rocks are a bit more covered, but that's fine, absolutely fine. So I'm going to take that. So obviously when you're taking snow photos, it's common sense really, but get the photos from far back. Don't go walking into your scene, because I know the composition I want is down here, but obviously I don't want to walk into that, take the photo, then come back here, realise, oh, actually there's a photo here, and then I've got footprints all through my scene. Now I can crop them out in Photoshop, but why do it after the fact? You might as well just be careful before and take the images, and progressively go into your image as you're taking your images. So let's get set up, and I will get my first image in the bag. Right, so for the first image, I'm going to take this big rock here. I'm just going to cut that off a little bit, and then the big rock that's on the right of the tree, I'm going to include the whole of that rock, and then I'm going to use this snow as almost a leading line down to the tree. And my settings are, because it's snowy and everything's so white, I'm getting a lot of light bounce back off the snow, so I don't have to worry about a tripod today. So I'm on f8 at ISO 100 and 125th of a second, and my shutter speed, my focal length, I'm going to be at around about there, which is about 35 millimeters. So I will take that image and I will pop that up on the screen. Right, so now I have that image, I can now come down in and get some closer images and leave my footprints in the snow for all the other photographers that will be up here later today. Snooze, you lose. Right, stupid me forgot the attachment for my top of my tripod head here to hold this Action 4, and I'm on the Gorilla Pod at the moment, but the leg keeps falling off. I don't know whether it falls off anyway. It's not very good, but it seems to be just falling off all the time now. I don't know whether it's because it's cold or not. It's affecting it. So change of plan. I'm going to put, I have put the chest strap on, and then I'm going to take a couple more images of this tree, and I'm going to just keep the chest strap on. You can have a POV shot of that, and then I'm going to go off and take a few pictures of some tours with the snow on, and I'll talk you through the compositions when we get there. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to switch over to chest strap, and then we'll be on that for the rest of the video. Right, so first composition, hopefully you can see this okay. So we've got these rocks here with the snow and just the right amount of smattering of snow on it, I think. It's just nice and evenly spread throughout the image. And you can still see bits of the rocks, which I think looks quite nice. So I'm going to grab that from a nice low down angle. We've got the 17 to 40 on, so I can get some width in the image, but I'm also going to try and constrain the imaging and crop in to possibly just this tree and the edge of this rock. So that's that image. Pop it up on the screen. These rocks here just to lead your eye between these set of rocks here, if I can. I quite like the way the grass here around the edges hasn't been covered in snow. So that's that. So let's head to some tours now. We'll get some images of these tours. There's one right there you can see in the background. I'll get that in a second. I'll head out that way. Bag back on. Try and grab a couple more images before the end of this video, and then head back home, pick my daughter up from school, and start editing another video. So this will be quite a nice image with the slope here on the left, on the right, cutting off the tour. Could make it a little bit more interesting. Not a very good one. So this tour, I think this is the one that's visible on the way down to the car, and it makes a better image going up, looking up that way. Although this looks quite nice. You've got this tour and then you've got the tour in the background there. So it could make a nice image, but I think the better image is a bit further down. That's what I'm going to do. So we're at shutter speed 500th of a second f4, and we're at 100th of a second. And then what I'm doing is I've got the rocks down the bottom here, the tour there, and the tour in the background making a diagonal through the image. Whether it works or not, we shall see. Hello. Oh, you drove me. Oh, camera's froze. Camera's not even switched on. What's going on? God damn it. It's freezing. I don't need this. Okay. Well, there's an unexpected mushroom. Look at that. Just down here. Being battered by the wind on one side, but not the other. I've taken an image over here on the 8 photo challenge video that I did, and I quite liked it. I think better conditions were needed, better sunset or something. I'm going to try this with the snow and see whether this looks any good. Obviously you're in the risk of it being just, there's no colour because it's black and white almost, so the snow sort of mutes out everything, so you're in risk of losing anything that's interesting in the image colour wise, but we'll still try and see if it'll make an interesting image. So I can just hear the lake, well not lake, pool of water. I'll make this my last image and then we'll head back to the car because it's freezing and I've got to pick my kid up from school. There we go. That's your lot. Whew, that's all my images done. Back the way I came, through the snow, to my nice warm car, and I will catch you on the next one.